Joining me today, we have Veronica, who's the Senior Product Manager of the Rockstar Learning Platform, and Dominic, one of our Learning Solutions engineers. So without further ado, I will let them take over and share this new feature.
Hello, everyone. My name is Veronica Lufkin, and I'm a Senior Product Manager of the Rockstar Learning Platform. At this webinar, we will discuss how to facilitate social learning like a rockstar and how that can be achieved in the Rockstar Learning Platform. Today, we would like to announce a chat module that is coming to the Rockstar Learning Platform soon. It's a premium feature, so if you are interested in it, then you can reach out to your sales representative. And if you don't have a Rockstar Learning Platform account, then you can request one for free on our website and go from there. Now, I would like to introduce Dominic. He's a Learning Solutions Engineer at ELB Learning, and he's an expert at this topic.
Thank you very much, Veronica. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for taking time out of your day for joining. I am really excited about showing this new feature. However, I know that some people on the webinar today are not Rockstar Learning Platform users. So what I'm going to do is I'm not only going to show the new upcoming chat feature, but I'm going to show how it integrates with a lot of the social features of the Rockstar Learning Platform. So the sum total is you're not only going to learn about the new upcoming chat feature, but you're going to see a demonstration of several ways that you could socialize learning, which I think a lot of people are interested in. So with that, let's take a look at my screen. And the first thing I'm going to show is when you do have a Rockstar Learning Platform account and you do subscribe to the new chat feature, what does it look like? First off, you're going to see something called First Chat. And this is your first chat that we've already made for you. And it's very easy to use it. You would come over here and click Add New. And now what you're going to see, if you're not using this, you're going to see our drag and drop course builder. So this would be a new course. We'll click here to find the thumbnail, and we'll just pick one here. We'll give it a title. In the course, you could type in the description, put in whatever kind of tags you want. We'll let people enroll to this. I'm going to turn emails off so I don't get a bunch of emails. And you can fill out the rest of these parameters. And I'm going to say, yeah, publish this course. So what we've done is we've created a course shell. And the way we build courses in Rockstar Learning Platform is very simple. You look at our uploaded content, and we would just drag some contents. This could be, here's a game I'm uploading. This could be PDFs. It could be videos. It could be Scrum-based courses. And what I'm doing is I'm building a course on the fly. And then if I want to add a chat to it, that first chat, I would just drag and drop it right into the course. When I click publish, the course is built out. Learners will go through the learning content. They'll come across a chat feature. They'll click on it, and they'll be able to engage in a chat. I'll click publish, and that shows you how quickly it is to create your first chat. Later on, I'm going to show you how you can make additional chats. And what's that? Was there a question there? Someone was asking, how many chats can we create? There's no limit. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to get to 1 million, but really there's no limit as to how many chats you can create with this chat integration. What I'm going to do next is show you what does the chat look like. So I'm swinging over to the user perspective, and I'm going to take a look at my saved folder. So I've saved some pre-built content here to demonstrate some things. And I've got the first one here, discussion groups. And the chat comes up. Automatically, it's pulling my name, and I'm logged in as RLP admin. So my name is right there. And how is everyone? Now, the way the chat works is if another user is logged on at the same time as me, then I would be able to receive and send chats to that person. If no other user is logged in, then it works sort of like I could take a look at okay, hi, Veronica. Okay, so Veronica's doing great. That's good to know. She's on the webinar with us, and she's also logged in. So this is how the real-time chatting will work. If you're logged in at a odd hour, different time zone, not a problem. You can scroll up and down and see the chats that have taken place. So the way this works is real-time discussions or asynchronous communications. It works either way. Now, these chats can be targeting different courses. Which means a course could have its own chat discussion group. It could be targeting different learner groups. So a cohort of learners could have their own discussion groups. And if I click here, yeah, this one here has, let's say this chat was dedicated to a course and there's numerous people in this course. You may want to subdivide the chat group into separate breakout rooms, so to speak. So if I click here on tech support, I could type in any questions. And since you guys in the webinar are not logged into the chat, you'll have to type your questions into the Zoom chat. And whoever's logged into this will be able to do real-time and archive messages as I described. If it's not a large group, you can use this as a discussion thread, meaning this is the topic. It could be sales training, leadership training, DEI, whatever you're training. If you want to break this down into individual topics, this then becomes a discussion thread. So a user will come to this chat room and then decide, do I want to jump into this discussion? Do I want to go to the tech support channel and get support on this particular topic? So if this is a training on an actual installation of some device, I could have a technology thread. I could have a tech support thread. I could have a marketing thread to discuss marketing ideas or sales ideas. So there's a lot of ways of using this chat. Don't only think of it as real-time chatting, but also as a discussion group. Kind of serves both focuses. By the way, let me pick a different one here. I've got some nice little characters there. I've got things like this I could submit. And another feature I'm going to show you a little later on. So basically, here's my course, and I could go through, let's go back so it's easy for you guys to see. All right. Now, here's a question that I anticipate coming up. I've created a chat, and I drag and drop it into the course. And for users of Rockstar Learning Platform, you know that you can't drop the same module into the same course. You're duplicating the same thing. Rockstar Learning Platform won't let you do it. Well, actually, it does let you do it. I'm going to show you. So here in this course, I've got a virtual reality learning experience right here. I have a game right here. This is a video rehearsal experience right here. And now I've got share your comments. So when I click on this, it comes up with this particular chat with the happy dance. And as I continue with the course, I've got certificate of completion. Then I have share your comments again, and it says copy next to it. I'm going to click on it. It's the exact same chat with the happy dance. How did I do that? What I did is I used Rockstar Learning Platform's feature of duplicating content, and I just duplicated the content and just gave it a little bit of a different name, and I dragged and dropped it in here. That's one way you can do this. Let me swing to the back end, show you the content again. So let's break this out. What I just showed you, I showed you a discussion group. And then in this section right here, I showed you a bunch of learning content, could be PDFs, videos, virtual reality, whatever kind of content you want. And I put in here the same chat twice. One, the first time here, the second time here as a virtual copy. Then another method is, if you do it that way, you're going to have here's the share your comments chat. Here's the duplicate copy. If you do it that way, you're going to be replicating a lot of chats right here. Another way is to use just one chat, but putting it into different courses, so to speak, different sections. So here I have share your comments and share your comments copy. And if I expand this, I have share your comments. So I've got these chats duplicated here and duplicated here. But without the copy, I could have share your comments, this chat right here. I could have it here, and that's one chat. So I'll have one chat right here, but I've got it in the learning path. You could consider this a curriculum, but you could consider this a learning path. And for those who have not experienced this yet, the power of simple drag and drop course building is a tremendous time saver and makes it so easy to manage the Rockstar Learning Platform. Now I could click on this, but let's go back to the user experience. And let's take a look at under my saved. So here in this course, I've got a discussion group that I put right in here. I can expand this. I've got like a whole section right here of learning content with chats, learning content with chats right here again. And then at the end, I've done something a slight bit different. It's just a different chat. But what I did is I put here, meet the expert every Wednesday, 3 to 4 p.m. Another use of this chat, and let me click on it. Okay, now I'm using the same chat over and over again, but in reality, you would actually make different chats for all these use cases. A professor, a manager, the subject matter expert, whoever is doing the training in your organization, that person can have their own chat URL and use it any way he or she wishes. In this case, the instructor is saying, I'm going to be in on the chat every Wednesday from 3 to 4 p.m. And that instructor can drop that chat into any course he or she is conducting at any time. This way, the learners know that if I really want real-time responses from the instructor, I could get it then. If I can't log in at that time, I can scroll up and down and see the questions and the responses that have taken place prior to me logging in. So it's sort of like an archive of FAQs with the instructor, as well as a real-time meetup with the instructor. And since it's created, the chat is created once and it's branded once, here it is, meet the expert. It could be meet with Dom every Wednesday, 3 to 4 p.m. All right. And I could keep using this over and over and over again. It's created once and use many. As an admin, I can click and, well, actually, I'm not logged in as the admin. I'm logged in as the RLP admin, but I'm not logged in as the chat admin. But a chat admin would be able to click here and delete messages. And then there's a way of deleting all the messages in bulk, which means you could have one chat, use it for a cohort of learners. Let's say you were doing onboarding and you did onboarding every 3 months. So at the beginning of the year, you have a cohort of salespeople that are coming in for a 90-day training period. They're in that cohort. You're using a chat for that cohort. At the end of 90 days, you have a new cohort coming in. You don't want to overwhelm them with 3 months worth of chats. So you delete all the chats, and that same chat link in that same course becomes brand new and empty and ready to go for your learners. And I'm describing the flexibility and a lot of use cases just to expand your mind on how this can be used. I've been talking for a while. Veronica or Stephanie, are there any questions you'd like me to address at this point?
Yes, Dominic, we do have a couple questions. Because on-demand courses are asynchronous, would it be right to assume that the chat will not always connect live learners? They might be leaving comments that someone would see later.
Yes, that's what I was talking about when I was talking about discussion groups.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so here, these would be previous discussions that took place, last week, whatever. And that's why I was saying, if this chat's been going on for 90 days and you wanted to clear it out, you do have the ability to do that. So it does function as live real-time chat and as a asynchronous discussion group.
Awesome.
And if you break it out into meeting rooms, you have the additional flexibility of taking either large groups and breaking them into small sub-cohorts, or you can actually assign your learners. I want to pair you up, and you 3 or 4, I want you to pair up and work on this project. So you could do that and then just give them instructions to go to the particular room that you created for them, or use it like a discussion thread and have different topics. So when someone comes in asynchronously, they could go right to the support or the topic that they wanted to get involved in.
Great. And then the last question we had right now, does the chat transcript become part of the learning record?
No, it does not. It does not.
All right. Thank you.
But that is a good question. Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you. That's all we've got right now.
All right. So let's go back to the admin page. Let's go back to the user page. And let's take a look at channels. I have something called submit your ideas. And unfortunately, I did not have enough time to submit any of my ideas. But what I did do is I put in here social commenting. I'm going to click on it. So here you have the chat, and it's asking for comments on what? Let's go back here. The social channel is an area in the Rockstar Learning Platform that lets users contribute information. And it comes up with a template. I'll just put the Dom's message. Put your review. And chat usage. And over here, I'll just put in a whole bunch of stuff right here. Now, this is the template that's available in the Rockstar Learning Platform. I'm going to come over here, and I could use my camera to take a picture. I could look for files. So we'll pick one. I could add more subheading, more headings, more paragraphs, more images. I could add video. I could add questions. So basically, this is a channel where users can do something like this and actually contribute and share content. The theme of the channel will be decided by the instructors, the administrators. So now here's Dom's message. And by adding a chat discussion, now I could come in and I may have instructions like, well, let me back up. When I was taking my master's degree, I did the whole master's degree online. And what was very common was there was learning content, obviously, in the course, but every Wednesday we had to post our own comments on the particular learning of that week. And we had, by the end of the week on Sunday at midnight, we had to have commented on at least 2 other students' posts. And I kind of replicated that scenario right here. I just demonstrated how a learner would post their own comment on whatever topic that they were learning. So now imagine that many learners posted their images, videos, and their content. And the instructor was asking each learner to comment on other people's posts. So if this was, let's say, in the sales training, sharing best practices, Stephanie, Veronica, I will all be posting up, our best practices for sales. But then each one of us would see our post, and then we commented on it right here. So I'm going to put down, I love this commenting on posts. So a little typo error there, pardon me. So now the instructor is going to be able to see a group dynamics or group learning taking place as users are sharing comment, reading each other's posted content, commenting on each other's comment. This is a very dynamic, a very robust, a very engaging learning experience that is sure to drive performance. And that's combining the built-in channels that Rockstar Learning Platform has with the new upcoming chat feature. Any comments on that?
We do have one more question. Where was it? Okay. Can chats be moderated before they get posted for everyone to see?
Yes, that is an option if you wanted to do that. There's also auto moderating available. You could ban certain words so that they will not appear. But if you wanted to have the manager, the owner of the chat, moderate it, yep, it won't be posted unless someone sees it first.
Perfect. Thank you.
Now here, I'm on the homepage of the Rockstar Learning Platform. And there's not a lot of content here because I just built this out recently for this demo purposes. But the Enroll tab shows me content that I've been enrolled in. So I'm going to click on this one. And what have we here? I can't chat. What I did is I built a chat and disabled people's chatting ability and turned this into a one-way push notification. So I, as the chat owner, can create this, disable all chat and all engagement. I can enroll one person. I can enroll multiple people. I can enroll an entire learner group to this. And it's my way of putting this, pinning this to the homepage of the learner. And in Rockstar Learning Platform, if I disable the ability to unenroll, like I did right here, I permanently pinned a message board for either an individual or a group of learners where the instructor can push out notifications. Don't know if that's of interest to you. Now, if I enabled disabling, I could now private message Dominic. I could private message, let's say, Veronica. She sees the message, she clicks unenroll, it comes off a dashboard. So now it's either private messaging, one-on-one, pushed out to the learner's dashboard. It could be group messaging pushed out to the learner's dashboard. You could enable unenroll for the learner to take it off, or disable it so it's permanently pinned. I won't say permanently pinned, but pinned to the learner's dashboard until the administrator takes it down. So if I wanted to post messages about the upcoming compliance training deadline, obviously once that deadline is passed, I could just remove it and it's no longer on the homepage. Any comments on this before I go on to a couple other things?
I think that is all the questions and comments we have right now. Thank you.
And if you're wondering why this was black, you have the ability to actually control the appearance of the chats. Default is either white, gray, or black kind of backgrounds, the kind of default. You could upload your own backgrounds. You could use cascading style sheets to totally customize look and feel. And as a matter of fact, let me see if I have. That's not the one I want to show yet. Since I mentioned it, here's a chat that I styled. Here's a look up another one. So this is the gray theme, and I just changed the color of the background. Again, here's a black theme with this one, color changed. Here's everything in gray. So you have a lot of control over the appearances of the chats. But there is a little bit more to show. I'm going to go to, let's go to my saved. Go here, just pull up any discussion. There's something here called add to board. And boards is another social feature of Rockstar Learning Platform. Boards enables learners to create folders, save learning content inside the folder. When I say learning content, you're taking a course, you could be looking at a video module, it could be a PDF module, it could be a score-based course module, it could be a chat module. Any piece of a course you can save inside a folder. Why? This is meant for you to share the folder with other members of the organization. So here, I stumbled across a Meet the Expert every Wednesday, 3 to 4 p.m. And I want to share this with, click share. I want to share this with Veronica. And then I click share, and she'll get a notification that I just shared this with her. So it's another way of learners collaborating. And it's one thing given some learning from your manager. It's like part of the job, got to take it. But when a colleague recommends you take something, then my ears perk up. It's like, oh, wow. It's like, if Veronica says this is good, I really want to take a look at this. So it's a way of, and if you're sharing a chat, this could be, Veronica, I told you this is, this is a great chat. We could both, do some real-time discussion on the topic. So all you got to do is coordinate with your colleagues to jump in on the chat at the same time, and you could make the learning experience that much more richer. Let's go and take a look at. Okay, could do this one right here. Click this one right here. Click text to speech. Enable it.
RLP admin says, hello.
Save it. So now, let's go.
DOM says, good morning, everyone. How will you use this chat/discussion group feature? Chat says, think of new ways to use chats in your courses.
Okay, I hope you heard that, but don't know if it's of any use to anyone, but each individual can turn on text to speech, so the chats will be read to them. And as you can see, I turned it on, I turned it off. So this could be done at will. So I don't know if anyone has any interest in that. If so, drop it into the Zoom chat and let me know, because I just wanted to show you these different features. And we're doing good on time. So I showed you the channels feature and the boards. And yep, I showed you all that. So if there are no other questions, let's go and take a look. How do I build? Oh, first, before I go how to build a chat, let's go to featured. When you subscribe to the RLP chat module feature, the administrator will have this content included. What it does is it explains how to use the first chat. I already showed you the drag and drop, and there's a little video discussing that. You also get instructions for logging in to your chat. You'll have a username and an email address and stuff like that. All that is set up during the setup process when you subscribe to that. And here's the instructions on logging into the chat. This discusses the chat ID. And actually, this page right here, I'm going to change this to instead of a PDF, a chat module. So you can, as an administrator, you can input all your login information right here. And this way, it's always available at your fingertips. You don't have to email tech support. You don't have to search your emails for where I find that. Built right into the platform is your login information. This is only for the Rockstar Learning Platform administrators, which means your users are not going to see this private information. Then you're also going to have instructions for creating a new chat. So let me show you and actually demonstrate. Let's find it right here. So here I've logged into a separate account. And the way so once you're logged in, you'll see this screen. I'm logged into a test account. The way you create a chat is create, and you give it a chat name. I'll do my course. My course ID 1, that's your unique identifier in the system, which brings up an important point. This is going to be what you're going to use in the URL for your chat. I'm going to click next, light, dark, and I could pick either one. That could be overridden. I click create, and under chat settings, let me copy this. Under chat settings is where I would do my customizing my appearance. I could do my cascading style sheets right here. Upload a background, change it from bright, which is white, gray, which is the gray background. So you have a little more options here. Dark, which is black. I could change the background. I could change the message color and stuff like that. So I have some formatting right here. And there's a lot more modifications that can be done. But the important thing is that you have this right here. The chat is done. The chat's created. In order to use it, I would then go back to a Rockstar Learning Platform and the admin page. And the way I would use it is content, add new, link, put in the title, the link to your chat is always going to be chat.rockstarlearningplatform.com/ and the name of the chat you just created. So that's why I copied it. My course ID 1. Click here to add a thumbnail. And I've got the title. So even though the link has my course ID 1 in it, I can make up whatever title that I want. Call that onboarding course. So the users will never see this link. They'll never see what you named it. So when you're creating a chat, you could give it something that's meaningful to you, but you're not limited. You could put, even though the name is limited to alphanumeric, no spaces, for your title that the users are going to see, it could be whatever you want. Okay, here's where you put in your learner groups. Who's going to see this? I could select all three. You type in your description. This is pretty normal and stuff like that. Add new module. And bada bing, bada boom, I've got onboarding course. I drag and drop it into my courses. So literally in the matter of 60 seconds, as long as you don't get involved in a lot of custom design work, custom formatting, you don't go into moderation and stuff like that. Those will all be custom settings. If you don't do a lot of custom settings, then you can create a chat in literally 60 seconds and drag and drop it into your courses. Any comments, questions from the attendees?
No questions right now. I think everyone's just, absorbing this and thinking about how they could use it in their courses.
So either I'm really, really good at anticipating questions and giving you guys the answers before you answer them, or I'd rather not entertain the other one. But yeah, you might be right. People may be actually thinking how they can use this. So let me ask a couple of questions just to keep the conversation flowing. Did anyone have any possibly preconceived ideas on social learning or on chatting and discussion groups that I have not covered, that maybe we could see if it applies to what I just showed or not apply? Is anyone using a different LMS that has some social feature? Well, actually, this is integrated into the Rockstar Learning Platform, but is anyone looking for conducting training with a social learning aspect, and maybe they have some idea? I was thinking of doing this, and I'm not sure if this platform will satisfy that need. So I'd like to hear that also. Either a preconceived idea that maybe I didn't touch upon, or a creative idea, a use case that you're looking to fill that I may not have fully answered.
All right. Well, if anybody has an idea for that or a question for Dom, go ahead and put that in the chat there so that we can see it.
And then if there are no other questions or interactions, the couple of next steps would be, if you are a Rockstar Learning Platform client already, and this is of interest, reach out to your account manager. If you're not a Rockstar Learning Platform user, then you could reach out to me directly if you just want to have a one-on-one discussion and take a little deeper dive and maybe run. I made that offer one time at a webinar, and we had a very nice conversation, and I learned about this young woman's business idea. And it's like, oh, I generated a whole bunch of ideas for her, and she was like totally thrilled. I showed her how she could make more money with her idea and the Rockstar Learning Platform. So more than happy to engage with that. So contact me, contact your rep, go to our website and request a free trial account of the Rockstar Learning Platform. The chat is not going to be in it, but you could kick the tires. See if you like the rest of the platform. If it fits your needs, you saw what the chat can do. So Stephanie, where do we stand?
No questions so far. I did put a link in the chat to the page where you can request your free trial account of the Rockstar Learning Platform. So if you're not a user yet, you can do that right there. Otherwise, Dominic, I think we're good, unless Veronica had anything else that she wanted to add.
Well, I hope you guys found this beneficial. I really do.
Yeah, that's it for me as well.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone. This was recorded, so we'll be sending an email out with a link to this recording. So you can keep an eye on your inbox for that. Thank you, Dominic and Veronica, for joining us today to show us this exciting new feature. And hopefully we will see you all on another webinar soon. Have a great day.